Hello, this is Michael here at Greenacres, Cincinnati. In today's video we're going to be talking about rotational grazing and setting up temporary fence lines. During winter time we bale graze our animals on fresh feed that's allocated daily. Setting up the temp lines gives access to fresh bales to our sheep and cattle enterprises. During the summertime we also allocate daily pastures to both herds. The benefits of the rotational grazing is that it gives the grass plants a chance to recover once they've been grazed, and this promotes a total higher volume of grass yield over the course of the year. When setting up pasture allocations or bale allocations during winter time, we try and keep the area as square as possible. This prevents the animals from tracking up a muddy track all along the fence line, which can happen if the area is too long and narrow. Also in this section that we've set up here, we're using 2 fence lines. The reason for the second bottom fence line is that we have sheep also grazing with our cattle in this pasture, so the extra fence line just helps to prevent any breakouts of the sheep underneath the top hot strand. Ideally, when we're setting up our temp lines, we like to keep them running in as straight a line as possible. This helps to keep good tension on the fence line and prevent any breakouts. We want to avoid, where possible, setting up corners and turns in our fence line. There's a couple of reasons for this. The main reason is that when animals are walking down along the corner here, they will keep as close as possible to the fence line to have the shortest distance to walk, and over the course of a day or two period, this area here will get tracked and very muddy, especially in wet or rainy weather. The other risk with having corners is that over time, as the tension comes on the post here can come loose in the ground due to the tension of the wire and can come out and fall and cause the fence line to drop. If we do have to put in corners for some reason into our fence line, it's very important that the leg of the fence post is facing in the direction that we want to protect. So having the leg facing this way gives the post a lot more strength, whereas if we turn our fence post the opposite direction, the tension of the wire can much easier pull the fence post in this direction and loosen it and cause it to come out of the ground. So the final step of setting up our temporary fence lines and rotational grazing is to hook up our solar charger to give electricity to the fence lines. So we'll start off by just placing the grounding rod into the soil. Our next step is to connect the earth wire. Then we'll link up the hot line. And then, as we can see here, we're using jumper lines to bring the power from the main top line down to our second and third strands. Now that we have our solar charger set up, we can see that our animals have their feed allocation for today and tomorrow's allocation is set up.